Morning Firewalkers! I'm about to show you how to make gluten-free, dairy-free and refined sugar-free flapjacks that taste delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into several videos so that you don't have to watch me make this. In total time it takes about 20 minutes, a little bit less than that, but of course then you have to let them cool down. So I'll start with showing you the ingredients. So what you need is 2 bananas. They can be quite ripe. The riper they are, the better actually. Then you need either cashew butter or almond butter. That's up to you. You can do it with both. I always like to experiment, so just see what works for you. Then you need coconut oil and also oats. There you go. Now what you do is you start by cutting up 2 bananas and you put them in a saucepan about this size, and then you just mash them. This is also why it's easier with ripe bananas, because it's so much easier to then squish them. There you go. Gives you your morning exercise. Right. So you can see, just keep squishing them. The more squished they are, the easier it will be. Just swirl it around. There you go. Now, what I do now is I'm not really the most detailed measurer when it comes to cooking. So what I tend to do is I just use my gut feeling. But it's about 6 spoons of either cashew butter or almond butter. Or you can mix the two, whatever you prefer. So just a little tip, when you start, always mix it around a bit because the oil does tend to go on top. And then you just put in the spoons. It gets a bit sticky. It can get a little bit messy, but that's okay. It's part of the fun, right? So that's 2, but it's kind of like almost 3 because of the size. There you go. A little bit more. All right. Oh, this stuff is sticky. Yeah. Perfect. Now that should be enough. Then mix it around a little bit, not too much, because that will come later. Right. Now, just for convenience, I'm going to use another spoon. But of course, if you're doing this at your ease, you can always clean this one. Don't worry, I did wash my hands several times. Alright. And then coconut oil. So I'm just going to wash my hands to get rid of the cashew butter. And again, if you can, try and get organic ingredients. It does make a difference because we're trying to be as healthy as we can. Now, just to clarify, this is not healthy, but it is a healthier snack. The reason that I say that it's not healthy is it still has oats in it. Now, oats have good properties, and oats have properties also that they can cause inflammation. So nothing in this world is black and white. So you always have to take the good with the bad. But if you're gonna eat something with sugar, then at least you can make it yourself so that you know what goes in it. You know the quality of the ingredients, and it's still better than buying something out there. So you can see that now I'm adding the coconut oil. So about 4 spoons. I'm actually going to put all of this in here. There we go. Coconut oil is actually very good. You can use it for anything. You can use it as a face mask, but you do have to be careful. It can be quite greasy, so you do have to clean your face very well on a regular basis if you use this. But it's very good for the skin. It's very good for your hair. You can use it also on your hair as a hair mask. So this is actually also making my hands nice and soft. So there's benefits to doing this too. So what you have now is I've put about 4 spoons of coconut oil in there. So just going to rinse my hands again. Now coconut oil, because it's so oily, it's a bit difficult to get off your hands. So it's handy to have a towel there. There you go. Right, I'm just going to show you what we have so far. So this is what it looks like. So 2 bananas, about 5 to 6 spoons of cashew butter or almond butter, and then 4 to 5 spoons of coconut oil. Then what you do is you get the maple syrup. Right, so get good quality maple syrup, because otherwise it just doesn't taste the same, you know. And if you're gonna make it, it's best to make it well, right? So this is Canadian, 100% pure Canadian maple syrup, and I actually tend to use almost the whole bottle. So this is again why I say it's not healthy, because this is still sugared even though it's from a natural source. So don't kid yourself. So that's 1 spoon, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you see I've almost used up like a whole bottle. I like it quite moist, the flapjacks, so that's why I tend to use a little bit more. But it's up to you to experiment with this, and you can always use less. Now what we're going to do is again just squish this all together, mix it around a little bit. I'm about to go to a wooden spoon because it will be a little bit easier. But just going to use this one a little bit longer. Try and get everything off without creating too much of a mess. There you go. Good. Now, the next step is to put that mixture on a hob, and then you're going to heat it up until it becomes quite liquid. And what I'm going to do for this, is so that you don't have to wait, because this takes a few minutes. I'm going to put this in the next video. So I suggest maybe subscribe to the channel. It's easier to find the videos then. And this is what it looks like so far. Not that appetizing, I know, but it's going to taste great. Trust me. Right, I'll see you in my next video when we have put it on the hob and using a wooden spoon, stirring it until it gets a little bit more liquid. See you in a bit. Bye.